him, it seems. Seems like Fallen has found the way to implement them properly.
Well, we're about to find out. Mirage coming up first here. It's the last quarterfinals of DreamHack Masters Las Vegas. SK versus Na'Vi. And first, starting on the CT side, SK ready and waiting. Na'Vi, they're going to be playing on the T side. 2 smokes that they already picked up. And SK have the defuse kit, so they're ready in case that bomb ever goes down. And it's all looking very standard at the moment, except maybe for Fer, who is, as we've come to expect, playing very aggressive.
This is his style. He needs to have the freedom to do this, go for the aggressive pushes when he feels it. And so he's pushed all the way up to top mid. He even confirmed top mid is clear right now, so that's some information for SK to work with. They can expect Na'Vi to be on the extremities of the map. He's even checking underpass right now. First, getting so much information for SK Gaming. The only issue here is that they haven't figured out, is it going to be A or B? Like, where is the majority of Na'Vi settled right now? And so long as Fer can keep dancing around here in mid, SK shouldn't be rotating off of either site.
Taco's making the jump in towards hallways to see if anyone is going to be coming in anytime soon. Ticking somewhere past the minute mark, and the bomb is still in T-spawn, so I think this position for Fer is still very powerful, and he's actually going to make his way back around the boxes there before they come out of underpass. So now, can they see him? Not just yet. He's got his back turned. Oh, the timing is practically unreal. Fer, he doesn't see them going into connector. What kind of weird game is this? SK defending on the A-bomb site, but now Na'Vi have really made it close in. Phelps is about to be in a lot of trouble. He's trying to fight his way out, but he can't do it. 2 for 1, now a 3 for 1 trade. Edward picking up the headshots here in the pistol round. Fer and Fallen are left, and the bomb is about to go down. SK struggling right away. Flamey hitting the headshots, and a third one comes in from the pistol god himself. It's Edward picking up 3 kills in the pistol round, and just the fact that Fer didn't see them and they didn't see him makes that whole round so weird.
Yeah, you're just really hoping that Fer's going to be able to react quickly enough to back his teammates up once the push is confirmed for A. But it seems like he was just kind of stuck. He was pinned at top mid. He was never really able to get in there and help his teammates out. And so Na'Vi, flawless pistol round, everything falling into place perfectly for them to start. And Fer, he's got that window control. He does have help from coldzera as well. 2 deagles in mid looking for headshots right now. Well, you definitely know that they're capable. Cold looked so close for a second.
And here you see just the aggressive style of Brazilian Counter-Strike that we've also come to expect. A lot of other teams now, when they lose that pistol round on the CT side, don't really buy the armor because they want to get all the grenades. They want to get everything once they're in the 4th round. But SK thinking, yeah, the deagles, we're on Mirage, we've got the range. Of course we can make this work.
Yeah, and it's Taco who's actually taking a bit of a hit here, not investing in the Kevlar, which is interesting. I mean, Fallen, he said so in the past that he's not super confident with his AWP on Mirage, but I doubt that it's going to be Taco. Although Taco has used it in situations, B sites, on Dust 2, these sorts of things where he can actually have that op in play.
He's alone on the bomb site, so pistol or not, he's going to go down almost no matter what. Simple with the 1 frag, Edward helping out, Guardian getting 1 on Fallen. So pretty easy round here for the Na'Vi team, which I think is good news. Again, they are the slight underdog in this game, so to come up with a strong start like this on Mirage, and C's actually climbing through and still getting the headshot on Phelps. A bit bizarre.
Yeah, going through the murder hole, man, that takes some bravery, but no problem for him. And Na'Vi showing already, like, the pattern, right, that we're starting to see develop here is actually going to be a little bit more difficult for SK to read, for Fallen to get a grip of, just because some teams that when they win the pistol, they'll just keep hitting that site until they know that SK have the money to buy. Here, Na'Vi, they're gone A, they've gone B already right out the gates. You know, they're hitting both sides, they're showing presence in mid, they're trying to just show as much as possible to SK to not make it very clear for SK to get that read. What is this? Yeah. They're going to line up.
There are couches and pillows and everything up here, so I understand why they all want to group up in the apartments, but they didn't count on Flamey being there with the MP7, taking down 3 people, a lot of money in his pockets.
1,800.
And now it's just going to be a lot more difficult to relax and chill up there. All your teammates are dead right in front.
Yeah, that's sick. You need any money for an op? No problem. Flamey's got you covered in the next round. And so Guardian, Simple, we'll see who's actually going to go for it. I mean, Guardian is the primary opper for Na'Vi, so you should expect to see him toting the sniper rifle.
Yeah, I think he's actually been looking steadily better and better. Like, we're still not seeing the completely out of control level that we know he has somewhere inside him, but but he's definitely slowly improving and getting back on track. So
yesterday, he stood out, definitely. Yeah. As far as the stats are concerned, he topped it for Na'Vi for the team. So, I mean, that's good because for a long time it's been a case of Guardian just struggling to adjust to the fact that Simple is in the team now.
Guardian coming in close there, getting a UMP kill of his own definitely will help him out. And Fer looking to maybe save the MP7 if he can. He's got 7 health left, so eventually they should be able to find him. Seized right around the corner, and that's going to be the kill. So 3-0 in favor of Na'Vi. SK enter the 4th round, having only picked up 2 kills combined. That's obviously going to change. But because they went for the armor in the 2nd round, they're just going to have a lot less to work with here. And that in itself could be a good indication that they might actually try and push aggressive again. Because it's so hard to play defensively and wait and run down the clock when you don't have all the Molotovs and all the grenades that you want.
Yeah, this what we're seeing now from Fallen. He has the option to go glass cannon AWP, and he doesn't. Which is interesting. He goes for the M4. And so no AWP for SK to start things off here on Mirage, despite the fact that they had 2 guys who had the money for it. Taco just making sure he has as much utility as possible. There's the big spray. Transfers. Great work from Taco. Double spray for him, and Fer picks up a kill on Guardian as well. Na'Vi trying to get aggressive over here on the B site early on, and they get slapped.
And you have to wonder why. They had already got grenaded through the smoke, so they knew someone was behind that smoke, and they still come running through. Definitely not the best way to get started in the 4th round here. Simple will pick up a kill on coldzera and gets a headshot on Fer as well. That's not bad. He's looking top mid, but he's going to get close line by Fallen, who was waiting in connector. So either way, he was going to go down to one of those 2 players. At least Simple managed to do some damage here. And now his economy is obviously great, so they're just going to buy right away. But SK back in the game early on here.
Edward? Hold on. Where did Edward spawn? Edward's got a... Okay, he's got a top mid spawn. That's why he's got the op. All right, I was about to say, like, why does Edward have the AWP? But this is one of the reasons why. If you can have that the perfect spawn, so you get out here quick enough to hit the shot, you hold on to the op, but he misses the opportunity. Unfortunately for him, Edward, it doesn't pan out. So there was a chance there for Na'Vi to start very strong in this key round, and instead, it's going to be a 5-on-5 situation here.
Spotted out. Gonna try and put the grenade up. Lands. Does no damage at all to Fer. Well, 4 damage, I guess. I'll count that as nearly nothing. Fallen alone on the A-bomb site with Phelps slightly behind him. And Na'Vi, they've got not that many smoke grenades. Actually, just 1 left here. That's a problem.
Yeah, do you go A and smoke CT? Do you just hope that you can go cascading onto B? What is this? The timing. They do push in, and they're clearing out the angles. Simple and C's picking up 2 kills, but Fer is there from underpass. They were not expecting him. And there's a chance now here for SK Gaming, especially if Fer wins this duel. Unbelievable. Fer getting the job done. Quad kill for Fer in the round. He just single-handedly saves it for his team.
And I'll be playing Counter-Strike or they're playing Lemmings at this point. They were just all jumping down one at a time. Why? Flamey gonna go for the bomb plant here, and he's got a real chance to win this 1v2. They're quite far away. They do have a kit picked up, but it's on Fer, and he's just 1 bullet away from death. So how can they make this work? I'm kind of glad that Flamey's taking the initiative here and going and looking for them, because if he just waits on the site, he will obviously get sandwiched in. Look at the time that's being spent right now. SK, this could be very bad.
Oh, this is tough for Taco. He's playing into Flamey's hands. Flamey's cleared CT, so he's going to be working. Going to be looking for that jungle push, perhaps. Taco is going to be making his way out onto the site now from stairs, and Fer just now getting on balcony, but he's a dead man. Luckily, though, the kit drops right on top of the bomb. Taco's able to pick it up very quickly, but it's not going to help him in the end. Flamey is there to clutch it for his team. They recover, despite Fer getting a quad kill, keeping his team in the fight. It's not going to matter. Na'Vi reset SK's economy.
That was very odd. I feel like they should have been, especially Taco, could have been more proactive in at least trying to discover where Flamey was, because they had no idea coming into that. This is great work for Flamey. A chance that they would have been reset, but instead they reset SK, and this is a strong start here. T-side for Na'Vi, and they are looking like a much better team than they were in the group stage.
Yeah, this is terrific, Anders. Like, right now, Mirage, clearly something is working for Na'Vi. Like, they seem to have figured it out. I mean, obviously, that last round, there were some questionable decisions made by Na'Vi, which definitely made it a bit closer than it needed to be, but 4-1 lead, you should be getting up to 5-1. You should be stabilizing your economy once again, because this might as well be a hard eco coming in here from SK Gaming.
Fallen is trying to take matters into his own hands and pushing the A ramp. And also in the middle, you see Phelps right at the edge. coldzera. This is one-shot headshot range with the P250, but it does kind of require that you hit the headshot. Taco goes down, and that leaves Fer and Fallen. So no problem here for Na'Vi. They're not even making some of these rounds that close SK. Na'Vi's economy is going to grow pretty quickly again. Even though they were just about to eco, they're going to be right back on track.
The only thing here for Fallen to do is hope that he catches exactly Simple, overextending MB Apartments, and maybe he can save an AK. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Look at the shot. Not going to happen. Good patience from Simple.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't just full auto try and spray that. He was just tapping away, getting a little bit of the burst in there.
7th round coming up. I hate to do this, but I've got to remind everyone that Coldzera hasn't got a kill yet. He's actually about to be Agent Coldzera, which is never what you want.
That's brutal. He's got to seize that now, though. And they're going for more aggression here on the A side once again. SK Gaming. So back-to-back rounds of eco. Never fun when you're on the CT side of Mirage. Phelps going to get picked by Guardian. But Cold, he's got a chance here in Shadow, especially if Fallen baits for him.
But there's going to be the Molotov to force them out. They can't even cancel it. They don't have any kind of smoke to cancel it, so they're just going to go down. Flamey, Edward, both of them dropped. SK invested a bit into some tools. That's a nice headshot for Simple. Practically not even stopping. And Fur, if C's turned the corner now, that'll probably be the end of him. Max 7. Once he gets the first kill, he's pretty much going to have to run, otherwise the rest of Na'Vi are going to come look for him. This is going to be 6-1. Na'Vi really showing up for this game. I don't think anyone was expecting them to be this quick out the gates.
No. Too bad, C's. Wait, nope. Oh, the drive-by! Nice shot. All right, bonus 900 there for Fur. That's a feel-good moment. Kind of sucks for C's because he definitely had the drop on him. But more importantly, the money is fantastic for Na'Vi. 10,000 after a full buy for Flamey. And the rest of them, the lowest guy's got 3,500 right now on Na'Vi, and that's C's. The rest of them are very comfortable. And so they have a huge margin for error now, Na'Vi. Whereas SK, obviously, after 2 rounds of eco, they're going to spend everything they've got. One change here, however, is that Fallen has the AWP.
That is absolutely exciting. Can't even count the number of times when SK have been down and they've looked bad, and it's Fallen that have carried them back in the game with that AWP. He spots out up in the apartments, but Flamey comes in with 2 big kills on the A-bomb site. Now Fallen, how much can he handle? He's actually trapped here in Connector, and he goes down, walks right into Edward. Instantaneous headshot. Taco, and then Coldzera here. 2 versus 5. Taco missing the spray. He's going to get dropped, and there's nothing Cold can do any longer. Just has to try and save the FAMAS, as pitiful as that sounds. Na'Vi, my God, where is this strength coming from?
This, Nip are just like, they're watching what Flamey just did, and they're like, why didn't that work for us? Why couldn't we have them up close, out of position, when a guy walks through the smoke and then just guns both down for free? That's sick for Flamey. It works perfectly for him. Coldzera finally on the board, going to be able to pick up a kill. Seized is gone, but that's not the end of the world because Guardian is there to make sure that Cold can't hold on to that FAMAS. 7-1, Na'Vi with a very powerful performance here on the T side of Mirage so far. This is looking fantastic. Whereas now, well, SK, another round of eco for them. Just never able to get that economy rolling. This is one of the risks that you can run into. Yeah, that is excellent timing from Flamey. But I mean, this is so difficult to come back for SK. If you don't have the grenades on CT side, Mirage in particular, you really want those incendiaries, those smokes. If you can't afford them, it's so difficult to stop Na'Vi from just plowing all over you like this. Trade in apartments.
I mean, that's something, but it's not nearly enough here. They need to win one of these eco rounds where it just put Na'Vi on pause a bit to get some of the momentum back on their side. Getting some kills now, I don't think is really the name of the game. That's 12,000, nearly 13,000 on Flamey, nearly 11,000 on Edwards, so they have so much money to work with. Losing an AK or 2 here is not going to make the big difference. Guardian with a good refrag there on the catwalk angle. Fallen in the B-bomb site, ready and waiting.
P250 in hand. And Seized is low. Seized has only got the 22, but now the element of surprise is gone. Seized with the pre-fire, guns falling down. 8 rounds for Na'Vi, a single round picked up for SK Gaming, a team that has made their mark with their CT performance, and they're just getting completely broken apart right now. This is one way to change it up, however. Coldzera and Fallen now, they're going for the double AWP setup here on SK's side.
10 rounds in, and it's just been all Na'Vi. Double AWP could make the big difference. Coldzera with 1 as well, that's obviously exciting. Fallen, he's ready, but on the other side, Flamey not going to give him the chance to get the shot in. And now mid-control being taken slowly but steadily for Na'Vi. Fur wants to challenge it, and he's not going to return the fire just yet. If he can get the look over here, Seized might be gone immediately, and that would finally be an opportunity. Seized not seeing anything here. Taco goes down to Guardian, though, and that's not a good sign.
That's a big kill. I don't think that Taco was even going for the jump either. That's Guardian getting aggressive with the op. Nice flash timing, though, and Phelps is going to be able to trade it back. Takes down Seized in mid. Edward's still at top mid, though, but that bomb is rotating over towards A site now for Na'Vi. We're getting to that minute mark where they're going to start wanting to set up for the push. And Na'Vi, they have all the nades. The smokes are ready, the Molotovs as well. It's going to get very tricky here for SK Gaming.
Fallen in CT spawn. He's another one of these players that usually challenges the smoke that tries to block him off. He's very good at just going aggressive behind it. And it's his time to shine here. 4-on-4. Fur picking up the kill on Edward, slowing down Na'Vi just a bit more. They definitely know this is going to be an A hit. They should be aware the smokes are in and there's no one who's heard anything on the B side. And there it is. He challenges, takes down Flamey. Simple and Guardian left. 2-on-4. And you can see Guardian paranoid that there's going to be a secondary peek coming in from Fallen. But now they're running out of time and SK have no incentive at all to go and look for them.
Once again, you get a clear example of why teams have gone away from just focusing on CT with that smoke. Fallen taking advantage of it. Guardian, though, he's still got some fight in him. Oh, he unscopes just as Phelps peeks. There's a real chance there for Guardian to be the hero. He had the time to make it happen. But that's a second round on the board now for SK Gaming. They keep both ops alive as well, which is huge. Because they wouldn't have had the money to rebuy them, but they have all the nades necessary now, SK. And yeah, that was Taco getting on top of Van. So Guardian with the, I mean, a solid round here from Guardian. But it won't be enough. 8-2. And now the clever plays. There's the short smoke, and this is just a bait. They're going to walk out together, or try to. A little off on the timing there.
Slightly fumbled. But the idea is definitely there, and you can tell, even from this angle, how that would be difficult to see if you're coming in from the window side there. SK is still sticking around middle. You see Fur has got the angle over the smoke, so Guardian is going to be very careful that he doesn't walk too far into middle or catwalk. Could easily be spotted by Fur. And maybe he could get flashed in again. They have 3 people holding close to the middle here. Window, catwalk, and connector.
So sick, Guardian. It's all in the details. Flashing for himself to force the angle on short so that he can have it with the AWP. I love it. Making good use of that utility, but Fur still lurking, and Simple not going to check. Dies immediately, and Fur, how does he get another 2 kills? He should get traded immediately. But he's the hero right now for SK Gaming. He's giving them a chance in this round.
There were 3 people waiting once he got the kill on Simple for him to drop down. He did, and still he took someone with him. As he's walking in, looking for that corner. He actually jumped. That's very dangerous. Phelps is up there. He's going to try and see if he can grenade himself out. In fact, he just flashes himself. Now the Molotov is in. Phelps still picks up the kill. And finally, Flamey with the Molotov going to be able to take him down. But Phelps should have been traded without getting anyone back there. Flamey and Guardian making their way into catwalk. They're going to go for the boost. It's a strong position for Guardian to be in. But did the gun barrel show? It did. And Cold Sierra taking down Guardian and Flamey next. A tiny mistake. Oh, if we can get the replay there without the X-ray, I'm curious. It must have been a couple of pixels just showing at the edge there.
Spot that movement. And SK survive another round. Oh. Didn't see anything. Just intuition from Cold.
That's going to be an HLTV thread right there. I look forward to it.
Hi, Reddit.
Bring it on. 12 rounds in, but no, I mean, it is not that uncommon to boost. Obviously, Cold would, you know, it's very common that you would try and do that.
Still, I like this. SK Gaming, they're finding themselves now. 3 rounds on the board for them. Na'Vi still with 8 and still with plenty of money. And so it's a full buy round here for Na'Vi. The AWP once again in Guardian's hands. And aggression on a different part of the map from SK. This is what we need to see. First started out the half with pressure in mid. Now it was into pit to see if Na'Vi were going to go for some kind of smoke execute early on in the round. That's not the case. But Phelps, is there a setup? Is there a flash setup for him to take that peek in the angle there? That was a little close. It's actually, they're just going to commit.
I don't think Na'Vi have heard this. They are being a bit careful. There's one flashbang coming in. Phelps still holding close, and Edward casually walking around, but then they get just way too giddy. Now they have to fight Fur. He's going to pick up one, tries to flash his way back into the fight. Is it really worth it? If he goes down, the A-bomb side is lost. Luckily for them, Fallen got the kill on Seized. Otherwise, this would have maybe already been a lost round, but 3-on-3 with 45 seconds left, and they're actually keeping Cold over at B. They're not quite sure that the bomb is really going to commit to this push. Grenade will do a tiny bit, but right now just trying to buy time as Simple makes his way closer to that CT spawn, and look at the angle. Taco had no idea.
Tough break for Taco, but Fallen is still alive. They have a smoke to block him off, but they're going to use a Molotov instead. Fallen is roasting, and he's just, how does he make it out alive? 3 HP left on him. And the rotation, finally, Cold is going to head over here to help out, but it's too little too late, and they're going to have to back off to save these AWPs here, SK Gaming. They don't have money in the bank to rebuy anything. They need to hold on to this.
That was quite the commitment to get the kill on the bomb carrier that was going to make the crossing. If he had done it, it's not like Na'Vi would have been completely out of time, so I would say that's very, very risky. I think a bit of a shot coming in there on Flamey, but obviously the round is going to go to Na'Vi. SK, they need to save both these AWPs. Maybe, yeah, Taco can rebuy, but the rest are going to have a lot of trouble rebuying into the next round. Man, Na'Vi are looking great. And it's, again, Flamey on top with 12, 1, and 5 as a scoreline, but the rest of Na'Vi are right there with him.
Yeah, there isn't a big gap. It isn't too top-heavy. Guardian has been getting impact kills with that AWP. Seized even, it always feels like you're looking at Seized and he's the one getting picked off or in awkward spots, but even he's got 10 kills right now. So everybody on Na'Vi, it looks like they're very confident with their T side.
Oh, wow.
This is not the Na'Vi that we were used to seeing over the past several months.
Look at this buy. I think SK realized it's time. They can't just keep giving rounds to Na'Vi. They need to get up to 6 on this first half. Cold Sierra going to be able to pick up Seized. That's a good way to begin. But now the 3 UMPs here. Are they going to be enough to hold on to the A-bomb site? Phelps will go down. No questions asked for Edward. Smoke's going up there for Simple to make some space for himself and maybe get down into Shadow. And Fallen again, trying to see if he can cover the cross, but they're just going to throw that same Molotov, and he's learned it from last time. He's not going to try and fight it here. Now they're making their way on and trying for the bomb plant early on. Can anyone from SK stop that?
And they even have a Molotov left on Edward as well to buy more time if he wants. So Simple and Flamey, they'll be holding the site itself. Fur is waiting for the signal to go, and you're still waiting on Cold to rotate in. He's only just now making it to jungle. 2 players here in CT, and there's the peek, but the shot is missed by Fallen. What was that? Taco's close enough to trade, though. We're still in a 3-on-3. All 3 of them have kits as well on SK Gaming. But Na'Vi, they can do so much to buy time.
They need this. SK, Taco going down, Fur charging in with the UMP, gets one, turns around, gets a headshot on Simple, and now it's Edward one-on-one. Fur trying to see if he can get this defused in. Simple, Edward walking up behind him, Fur trying to reload, but Edward is there, taking him out, full-on spray, while flashed. Fur with the underhand throw there. It was not enough. 14 kills on Fur. He's actually out-fragging Flamey right now. He very nearly won that round for SK.
But whereas on Na'Vi, it's like 13 kills for Flamey, sure, but then everybody else, nearly everybody's double digits. Fur, it's 5 kills on Phelps. That's the runner-up. The rest of the team are sitting with 4 kills right now. That's not good enough if you're SK Gaming. That's definitely not the level we expect from them. And so now Fur, again, mid-aggression, he has that UMP, made a little bit more money, and so why not? He's going to invest in it, and it's going to pay off. Again, Seized gets picked off first in mid, but that's not the problem. Na'Vi, they're about to go cascading onto the B side here, unless Taco can find some headshots, and he's already started off strong. He takes down Flamey.
Oh, he's buying time as well. Taco get the next one too. Very nearly does it, but the aim punch comes in, and there's Fur with the stolen AK-47 to take down Edward. This would be such a momentum change for SK if they could win the round. They're still going to be in a lot of trouble, but this is the kind of round they've been looking for a very long time. Simple and Guardian, though, a deadly combination. They should be able to at least get the bomb plant here.
Yeah, they just need to breathe. They still have how many nades? Look at that. Guardian's got a full set of grenades to make use of here. And so they have plenty of time to work with as well. There is no kit for SK Gaming, and so SK, they're waiting to see if Na'Vi are going to make a play, but it's going to be about time to go. There's some shots on a Guardian, does a little bit of damage. More importantly, he gives the information. Fallen is going to find 1 kill. Guardian point blank misses the quick scope, and it's just going to get him overwhelmed. Nicely done from SK, and that is a key round picked up. Going to give them 4 here in the end.
That's incredibly important, and it shows you the danger of giving up that 1 rifle. Admittedly, Fur had the UMP, but once he got the AK, a lot more dangers for Na'Vi. 15th rounder coming up here, and we've got a 10-4 scoreline favoring Na'Vi on the terrorist side of Mirage. First map, of course, the quarterfinals, but still, I think better than most people were expecting.
Absolutely. This is excellent work from Na'Vi. I'm very impressed. Because, we've seen this a couple times now in the groups so far for Na'Vi when they have played in Mirage. It has been a one-sided affair, but not versus the likes of SK. You do expect to see more from SK. This is definitely uncharacteristic for the Brazilian team. So 10-4, double digits for Na'Vi in the 15th round here of the first half, and Na'Vi are ready to go straight onto the site, and it might be even the same sort of situation. Fallen, though, blind, still gets the shot. Again, it's Seized getting picked off first.
Trying to see if they could root him out. In fact, Guardian will get the return now. 4-on-4. Still not anywhere close to getting the bomb down. In fact, Na'Vi are waiting around quite a bit. Simple gets trucked by Phelps. 4 versus 3. It looks like SK Gaming kind of late to the party, but they've started to figure out, and they're a little bit more well prepared for this round. Molotoving out the back corner, and the bomb is still on slope. Flamey almost overcommits, so in fact he will overcommit, gets shot in the back by Taco and CT Spawn, and now Edward and Guardian are left. Ooh, that's close.
That's impressive. It's going to be point blank. Nope. No chance. Edward just used the last grenade as well, and so they're out of utility, Na'Vi. It's going to come down to SK Gaming, somebody there making a mistake or making good use of their nades. Perfectly done in the end. One flash, that's all they needed. 2 kills, and SK Gaming get 5 rounds on the board at the end of the half. Na'Vi with 10.
If they make this first map work here, SK, if they can somehow get a comeback running, someone's going to have to buy for a round of drinks later on, because he's got 17 kills. Everybody else on SK is tied at 6. Just how crazy is that? And the other team, the closest to Fur, is Flamey and Edward at 13 kills each.
And then you go down to the rest of SK Gaming. It's like six kills across, actually. Yeah. The rest of them, all 6, but this is still possible. I mean, with the likes of Fur on T side, you give this man an AK, he can do wondrous things. So definitely possible here for SK Gaming to find a way back into this. Na'Vi started off with the pistol round win on their T side, but if SK pick up their pistol round and they keep the same kind of pressure that Na'Vi kept on them, so long as you maintain a low CT economy for Na'Vi, it's going to be very difficult for them to stop or for them to control the situation. SK Gaming are perfectly capable of waking up now and taking control of the situation. 5 to 10. And the countdown begins here for the second half.
No defuse kit being bought by Na'Vi. It's all armor. They have the range. The USP is obviously a favored in this sense. So they just don't even expect SK to get onto a bomb site. See if the Brazilian team have a different plan in mind. They at least have a smoke now, and underpass seized walking in. Almost the whole SK team on the other side. They're going to lose Edward and seized right away. Simple. Could have been a great lineup, but he only gets 1. Guardian, he's going to have to go massive here in the window, and he already spots out Cold Zero, but he doesn't win the fight. Cold Zero is jumping like a crazy person on the other side, and SK will pick up the pistol round. The first part of the prophecy has been fulfilled. Now they just need all the rest.
They need to not get anti-ecoed here. That's the second hurdle. This Na'Vi with the pistols, they can definitely do some damage, but that's just a classic case of both teams kind of just brute forcing each other. Na'Vi clearly wanting to take the aggression to SK, hoping to catch a single player there. Taco with an excellent headshot there. Simple, gone. Already, man advantage now for SK Gaming in this round.
And all these UMPs on the SK side, they can easily spend the time just having them look for any dangerous corners or any bomb sites that may have had a stack. They don't need to commit the AKs to them just yet. They're making progress timely across the map here. So much on the clock still, and if they start to get connected control, they should realize fairly soon that there's only Flamey on the A bomb side.
Fur is actually already out through connector. He's starting to push into jungle. This is interesting. With the AK as well, definitely risky to put your AK at risk like this. A UMP, sure, he dies, not the end of the world. But an AK, you can see, I mean, hell, Fur gave us a demonstration.
Timing is off by a couple of seconds. Flamey was just making the transfer down to ramp. Fur makes a bit of noise there. Very careful. I don't think Edward heard it though, and now the bomb is making its way in. So just initiative by Fur, checking out the whole A bomb site, realizing there's really nobody here. Even now, if they realize that even if Flamey comes out, it's a bit too late.
Yeah, they could be thinking that it's a stack on B. And that could be the issue here, because Flamey might be able to do something about it. He's going to go for the peek from pit, and yeah, Flamey sure enough takes the kill on Fallen, but now they know the gig is up. 6 HP left on Flamey, and he's actually going to have to back off if he wants to hold on to this gear for the next round, and he should. You're not retaking 1v4. It's not going to happen. Fur getting shot in the back. What is this? And Fur again. This is, you know, the overconfidence might be coming into play because you just threw away an AK.
You got to be very careful. It did look funny though, just full-on panic. Being shot in the back. Seized and Guardian trying to hold on to that precious AK over here, and Guardian doing a good job of the Deagle. Going to give up the UMP. All of these things are pretty good for Na'Vi. They're going to be excited.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas, yeah, it's all about the details, but it really is, I mean, a small thing, but you're sacrificing an AK, you're putting it out on the extremity. Fallen has done this in the past with his AWP as well, just hunting and then getting killed, you lose the op, right? It's these sorts of things that can come back to haunt you later on. I mean, I suppose Fur is not too concerned, though, because he's going for the MAC-10. This is going to be a round of hard eco coming in from Na'Vi, but Flamey and Seized are both investing in Kevlar because they were able to actually save some weaponry from the last round. If they're in the right place to go toe-to-toe with the MAC-10s or with the UMPs, they can certainly do some damage here.
Yeah, I love the fact that Seized at least attempted to go a bit aggressive in the window. Great position to have a fight against another AK in the middle. I mean, if you win that, then immediately things are looking better. The aim punch on Guardian making it impossible for him to even try and return the fire.
This is quickly becoming very standard for SK Gaming. In the first few rounds, it really has been all about mid control. Bomb drop the top mid. They get in there, they take control of mid, they can take control of connector. Fer just charges through connector, assassinates seized, doesn't even bother picking up the AK.
Finally, they run it simple. He's going to kick Fer with him. Not that it really matters at this point. Fer already got the money for the double kill. And Flamey sneak it around with a UMP. Not for very long. Fallen going to be able to take him down. And suddenly, we arrive at a 10-8 scoreline. And the horror of the first half, it's further and further behind SK at the moment.
This is the key round for me, and not only because obviously it would allow SK Gaming to start getting closer to tying it up. Na'Vi are still in the lead. Even if it's a 10-10 situation, Na'Vi are still in the lead because it's a CT-sided map and they should be able to bring it back. But I'm concerned if we're hearing about arguments, if there's tension in the team, and if you have a terrific first half and you start to lose in the second half when you should be actually just pulling ahead and closing the map strong, we might have a real test here for Na'Vi.
Oh yeah, and also maybe a display of strength for SK. They're such a powerful team, and you underestimate them even for a second. You see what's happening here. They're slowly clawing their way back. They are getting the mid control, and again, Na'Vi are not really interested in fighting them for it. That gives up the window room, and it gives up that connector. I think that's too much real estate to just surrender to the Brazilian side. That you must know that Fallen will have a plan as soon as they get those positions into play. Seized and Phelps are right next to each other. That smoke, when it evaporates, all hell is going to break loose, and Phelps will come out on top. Strong start there, taking down Seized. SK winning this round would again force Na'Vi back to an eco.
And just look at the nade count now for Na'Vi. A single flash left on Edward. That's all they have to work with here. Simple with the aggressive position in B apartments. That's great if they were going B, but SK, this is exactly how you want it to play out. This is some OG Mirage that we're seeing here, where you put up mid and connector, you leave him there. As soon as you get him in there, you leave him there to get a pick like that. To either catch a rotator, if Na'Vi try to make a play for information in mid, you're gonna have a guy already there, and when you eventually go on to A, you have a guy set up for the split.
Oh, great shot from Guardian. 25 seconds right now. They've got to be careful, SK, because even though they've got the man lead, you gotta eventually put the bomb down, which I think they're in the process of right now. Cold Zero has been dropped, so now 2-on-3. Guardian sneaking through the smoke with the AWP, trying to get up on the box, but no targets presenting themselves. And if he stays there for too long, he's gonna get down by Taco, who's just waiting up in those apartments. Guardian wishes he could find the kill, but if he loses Edward, I think even he knows it's too late. Man, that was dangerous for SK. If Edward had been on catwalk over IB and could get the kill on the bomb planter, could have been a lost round.
Certainly would have been a stressful one now. Guardian wisely hanging around over here in CT, not showing himself. He'll be able to hold on to the AWP for the next round, and that's the only thing that Na'Vi will have. He's at 13 kills right now. Very even across the board for Na'Vi. It's still the Fer show, though. Fer is such a monster. He's really taken off in this game. Fer, look at that. He eventually just zeroes in on Guardian, hunts him down.
Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with Fer. He's got 24 kills and 15 deaths. He's actually just overtaken this game on his own.
He is the big reason why SK are in this fight at all. If he wasn't posting this kind of scoreline, it would be Na'Vi 1-0 already in maps in this best of 3, and we would be looking at SK's map on train.
Just a shoulder peek, just Guardian teasing them a bit. But he only has a Deagle or a P250 actually anyway, so can't expect too much out of it. He's going to be going down. I think it's a point that many people have made in the past, that it's only because of Cold Zero joining that you no longer consider Fer to be the superstar of this team, but he is actually this good. It's not some sort of weird aberration. Oh, it's weird that Fer's playing so well. No, it's definitely not weird at all. Simple, getting sprayed down through the smoke, trying to help out Edward. What a teammate.
Right. Just shows up and barely gets out in time. That fire, it's spreading. But he's going to be able to save that AK now, and that's actually a great win for Na'Vi, all things considered. A single AK can make the difference, and they will be buying in the next round. Na'Vi max buy as well. They're getting the max loss round bonus now. There's 4, soon to be 5 rounds in a row for SK Gaming. So, I mean, hold on to the AK. Don't even challenge. Simple, you can go for the 1 Deeg shots. That's fine. Do your Nico impression. Although it's close between Nico and Simple. Who do you think is better with the Deeg? Do you think it's Nico or do you think it's Simple?
Nico.
Nico?
I would even say by some margin, actually. I think I could if you stripped away the whole HUD and showed no names and showed me 10 different clips of different sort of top pros playing with the Deagle, I could tell you which one was Nico just from the way he's moving. He's got such a unique style, specifically with that gun.
Oh, he's so smooth, right?
Yeah,
he's very crisp. Simple is much more snap. You know, he's got a little bit more snap to his aim. But I mean, that's actually kind of fun. I don't know. Go ahead and vote on Twitter.
Yeah,
tweet at DreamHack.
That's obviously going to be a vote that won't reflect. This is just whoever you're a fan of.
Yeah,
I would say Nico in this situation. 21st round. The scoreline is tied 10-10 after a 10-5 first half favoring Na'Vi. They have done exactly nothing in the second half, and Guardian finally going to come in with a big kill there, taking down Fur. That's the big frag as well, but they've also lost coldzera, so 4-on-3 right here. Na'Vi looking good to finally pick up around Guardian. What a great shot, taking down Taco. Fallen and Phelps are left. How do you get out of this situation? Na'Vi should definitely not try and peek before they even... At least they got to wait for the bomb sound to go down.
I was so worried that Edward was about to jiggle peek there in jungle. That would have been the opening that SK needed. But with a minute 10 left on the clock, there's so much time to work with here. And Fallen, exactly, they're going to go for the default plant. Fallen's got the angle on CT. Good team play here from SK Gaming to at least guarantee that money for the next round. And now it's up on Na'Vi, and they have, look at this, they have the incendiary. Edward can put that in the back corner, and there's nothing that Fallen can do to stop it.
They've also swapped it out. Look at this, Phelps with the AWP now. Fallen with the AK in the corner. He had the more health, so it made sense, but it just won't matter. Flamey coming in with an easy couple of kills, and you're right, they had all the tools they needed to make sure they could win that round. Defuse going to be happening, and Na'Vi finally picking up around here in the second half. We'll make it 11-10. The money just fine for SK, especially after the bomb plant. They're not going to care that much about losing this round.
No. They have the strong economy here. And this actually, well, it could be a better situation for SK Gaming, but because so many players survived for Na'Vi, 4 players, actually Na'Vi not taking that big of a hit on the money. And so if they were to lose this round, they could even be in a position to force it up. It's cutting it close, but it is possible. Whereas for SK Gaming, they still have a good margin for error here. But now is where SK Gaming, if they're going to make this happen, they need to bring it to an 11-11 scoreline. Really put the pressure back on Na'Vi and not let Na'Vi get to the point where they're going to have the money for the full nade buy as they did this round. Still a good number of incendiaries here for Na'Vi to work with.
Again, not that much of an attempt from the Na'Vi side to get in mid-control. They have Flamey lurking around in the vent there, but they don't have any kind of really hard setup here that's going to deny SK that part of the map. That still worries me.
This may be a decision on Guardian's part. I mean, Simple has got his AWP now. We're rocking a double AWP setup, but Simple's over towards B. He's going to be helping Seized out over there. But Guardian on CT, some of the oppers have really expressed a lot of frustration with mid and how the op works in mid on Mirage now, thanks to the short smoke that goes off at top short and how quickly you can get a smoke in the window.
Edward tries to help out Flamey. He's a couple of seconds late, but at least he gets the refrag in. Simple also denied using the AWP over at the B bomb side. He's going to miss one more time. Simple, this would be a perfect time to step up big. They've lost Seized as well. There's the refrag coming in. Simple with one. He's scoped up ready. He gets the kill on Taco, and finally coldzera going to come in and take him out. Guardian, can he stop the bomb from going down? No, doesn't have the angle for it. So now it's a 1-on-2. He doesn't have a kid. Oh, there's one picked up on the ground, just as I said that. Going to be sneaking all the way in. Jumps through, but coldzera will be able to stop him. That ties the scoreline again, 11-11. SK stay alive. Man, if Simple had lived for just 3-4 more seconds, the backup would have been there, and that could have been turned.
Let's see the patience here, though, from Taco. He's waiting for his teammate to get in position to outflank Simple, because Simple turns around, but you don't see it. Simple immediately dies. That's some great teamwork there from SK Gaming. The fact that Taco, he sacrifices himself, sure, but if you know you're going to get a 2v1 out of that, it's still a decent situation. 11-11, SK Gaming, they've managed to put Na'Vi on the back foot, but they still go for the force by Na'Vi, and Guardian with the headshot on Fur. There's the kind of explosive opping we need to see here from Guardian. Feels like it's been a long time coming.
Oh, that should send a cold shiver down your spine if you're an SK fan. That kind of play from Guardian is exactly what you don't want to see if you're on the SK side here. That looked a bit vintage. Fallen gonna try and walk his way through, but Seized will take him down. Na'Vi very nearly ecoing in this round. You see the force up with the FAMAS and the UMP, but they're making it work flawlessly at the moment. Phelps and Taco. Now it's just about doing damage and maybe sneak a bomb plant in if you could get the opening, but it's obviously too late at this point here. Taco 1-on-5, spray comes through, but not even nearly close enough. Guardian, triple kill. He has got 18. He's actually topping the scoreboard for his team. This is horrifying news for SK, absolutely.
Curious to see, yeah, it is going to be the force buy. They just had enough. 3 rifles, 1 AWP for Fallen. He had the money. That certainly was dropped. That was probably dropped from Cold. Cold was the only one who had, I believe, above 6K there after the end of that. But they're just going to risk it. I was wondering if SK would feel comfortable enough, considering the pressure, if they would feel comfortable enough to go for a half buy and really have a full buy with all the nades in the next round. But that would involve letting Na'Vi get up to 13 for free. Instead, they're just going to take the fight to him right now, not let Na'Vi start to get the ball rolling for themselves. Guardian being mobile with that AWP, looking to see if he can find somebody peeking at Pit. Guardian with the peek. He does manage to spot the man moving up into connector once again.
Fallen going down, not a good sign. That's the AWP lost, picked up by Cold Zero right away, as Edward also drops now. More than a minute left, and C's sneaking in. Phelps had the right idea, but he turns around, jumps into window as Fur goes down again. They're really doing a great job, Na'Vi, shutting down Fur. This is round after round where he just doesn't have a chance to have that huge impact that he's otherwise had in this first map. They're a man up. Oh, C's actually caught jumping. That could have been the end of him. Lucky that he gets back around the corner there.
That could have been disastrous. Instead, now he can actually back off. 2 players on the B site, and then Taco finds the 1 key kill that will make a difference here on the A site. The flash to buy a bit more time. Simple, blind, but they're out. I mean, Phelps has a smoke. If you can get that smoke down on CT, it could be the play. Cold will catch Guardian as well.
That was a very long-range shot. And there's Phelps taking down C's Simple alone, trying to sneak his way in, but Taco with a headshot. SK keeping it very close right now. And now I don't know if they should try and they could buy some M4s, but I would definitely rather go for maybe some Deagles and then just try and see if you can't win it back right away. The rest of SK trying to make this work. Here's why this is a bit disappointing for Flamey. He can obviously see the shadow as Taco comes falling down, so he should have been able to get that kill.
Yeah, but this is so destabilizing now for Na'Vi. And now it's aggression. Look at this Guardian, P250 in hand, pushing all the way up the top mid. Not going to get the kill, but seized in the meantime. He will find 1. Phelps, though, and Coldzera convert that into a man lead for SK Gaming. 4-on-3, but Seized has got the AK. Question is whether he can get in the right place to use it. He's over on the B site. And SK Gaming are going to know this, so it's a question of whether they want to hit towards B where that rifle is playing.
Oh, Seized finding that kill. Grenade does 5 damage to Fallen. And right now, Na'Vi, they're quite thinly spread across the map. No easy, obviously no one can help out Seized, but even Flamey and Simple are so far apart that if there was someone walking around the corner, it'd be too late to call for backup. Seized walking in. Taco, is he going to look the right way? Spray comes in, Seized. A little bit absent in this game, but he just picked up a huge triple kill. Phelps going to be able to wallbang him right down, but they've lost Fallen. The bomb is in the middle, and Phelps goes down. Headshot from Flamey. Na'Vi, they win the round back with just pistols. Unbelievable. 13-12 now. And SK, that will put them in a very deep hole.
Yeah, this is half buy territory for SK Gaming, although it looks like it is going to be a full buy. No. 2 guys, 3 guys spending all of their money. Taco is the only one hedging, as along with Phelps. Between the 2 of them, this is an awkward buy from SK. 3 guys are fully committed to this.
Seized had 12 kills before this round. It's 15 now, so a massive impact round. Just imagine what a big difference that makes for his team. Hiding inside the smoke in the middle is Phelps, and Edward's hiding on the other side looking into underpass. Very strange situation. Seized trying to see if he can catch them as they come out. Edward is going down, and Seized is next in line. SK Gaming, the Tech-9 rush is working. Guardian missing his opportunity there, and now we have to think about, do they want to go for this? They don't have the money to lose the last 3 rifles here. I think they might have to back off unless they can get a couple of kills really quick here.
Yep, this is all on Simple now. The Magician, time to make it happen, but it's not. Fur, he's got the angle, and Phelps, what a round from Phelps. 3 kills for him, 2 for Fur. But Phelps as well. Edward, his plan backfires, and I think that's the main thing. His team, he's sacrificing his teammate, basically. His teammate is alone on the B site. Unless he can get the kill on Phelps, Edward, what he was doing just serves nothing for Na'Vi. Instead, he dies to Phelps, and that just completely opens up the B side at that point for SK Gaming. It's unreal. The fact that this is so back and forth, but another hard ego coming in here for Na'Vi. We're tied up 13-13, and SK Gaming, they're showing that, no, Mirage, it's a T-sided map.
Just think about how the stars had to align for both Phelps and Edward to sort of hide in each of their smokes, almost next to each other. That's crazy. 27th round, and Fur at it again. Not even any fear at all. Just walking in, it's going to be cold to pick up the kill on Seized, but now they're realizing that just playing against pistols, if they didn't know already, they're going to have confirmation. 29th kill coming in from Fur, 1 away from getting the 30 bomb here, and we haven't even played all 30 rounds yet. He's just out of control.
This would be an insane performance from SK Gaming. 14-13, they're in the lead on T side. And the buy that Na'Vi are about to put together isn't even that pretty. This is desperation. A glass cannon M4 for Simple. They don't even have any nades. Edward's got a single smoke. What is this?
Yeah, and as a result, actually, they're going to go pretty aggressive up in apartments with Guardian holding the ramp. I really like this from Flamey and Seized. This is a very good idea. Obviously, timing is going to be everything, but if SK are just a bit slow on this A attack, which, given the fact that Phelps and Fur are only now in underpass, it could take a while before they start to get in here. It can definitely work out. Seized up in apartments, going to win the fight versus Taco, and Guardian getting caught on that wall. That's dangerous. Going to flash his teammate in Flamey, who tries to fall back. Flamey almost costing him his life there. That would have been horrific, but he turns around. Seized there for the kill on Fur, and now Fallen in a 1-on-3. Na'Vi with such a bad buy, they still come up with a really big win here. Fallen with the FAMAS in hand. I don't think he could win this round. He's going to try anyway and gets the kill. A minute left.
He's got a minute. He just made footsteps trying to make it sound like he's running back to T-spawn. That's going to bait a response out of Seized. And you can see Simple, he's rotating to top mid. They want to box Fallen in. Only problem is Fallen is still here up on balcony. Not sure if Seized spotted him, but there's the duel. Fallen, so close. Not going to get it. Seized survives on 1 health. That was the make or break moment right there. Had Fallen picked up that kill. Instead, Seized has to rotate back around, and Fallen will be able to pick up this bomb. But now 30 seconds left here in the round for Fallen to make this happen.
Talk about small margins. He gets the bomb, and he's going to try and see if he can fake the sound once again, just in case anyone is top mid. But they shouldn't really be buying this, because obviously there's so little time. Running B would be almost certainly suicide. Fallen sneaking in close onto the A-bomb site, 10 seconds on the clock here. He's got his back turned to connector. He's not even checking it. That's so dangerous, and he just gets wall banged down. Triple kill for Seized. These rounds, the last couple of rounds for Seized have just been unreal, haven't they?
But also as the calls, not only individually, Anders, but with the call, the read, they had gone repeatedly towards B side. SK Gaming, Na'Vi, with this kind of buy where they had no nades, they knew that they had to gamble. Instead of gambling on B, having 3 players B, they put 4 players on A early on, Na'Vi. SK Gaming walked right into the trap. And so we're going the distance here. SK Gaming still have the money, but Na'Vi do as well now, and Guardian's got that AWP once again in play. Not going to get lucky through the smoke this time, though, so he's going to have to change up.
And much quicker mid-take coming out of SK this time. Guardian not getting a chance to react. Fur comes running in. 31st kill for him. And now they're going to smoke up top connector, trying to make sure that Na'Vi are nowhere near the middle and have no idea what's happening in here. Simple, making quite a lot of noise. He's walking close. Careful, if someone could be hiding on the other side of that smoke. He just doesn't know yet. He steals the AWP. And is he going to try and challenge the middle and bring it back to a 4-on-4? It doesn't seem like it.
No, they need to just sit and wait, it seems, and it's going to be confidence on the A side once again here for Na'Vi. Flamey and Simple, fully committed. Seized, kind of trying to make up his mind, actually.
You could see SK are just wait. They hope Na'Vi are going to make the mistake of peeking. Fur's in the middle connector. Got Cold Sierra at Delpan looking over towards Catwalk. They're just all hoping that someone from Na'Vi is going to get anxious. And they've got the time for it, so there's no real reason. Seized, is he going to take the bait? He's certainly walking in here. Timing is actually pretty good for him. He does a bit of damage to Phelps, and unfortunately for Simple, he gets completely destroyed by Fur, who's moving in even closer looking for another one, but he's going to get bested by Seized, who's suddenly come alive. A couple of triple kills. This time it's a double. It's a 3-on-3 with 25 seconds left. Flamey looking for the spray with the FAMAS here. Not going to make it happen against Fallen. We're so close to the edge. Seized and Edward, 2 versus 3. And the bomb is making its way up. But little do they know, Edward's still in CT spawn. He can still win this round. 15 seconds left. I think they spotted him out. Taco knows that he's there. The grenades are coming in. Edward trying to see if he can make it work. Sneaking in against all 3 players. Trying to get it, but the bomb is down. And Edward, no chance. If he could have got that, maybe it could have worked out. Now instead, SK are at map point.
And just like that, it's Seized calling for the timeout. But when 3 of your players, they have $2,500, $3,000, the rest of them want $1,400, what are your options here? Talk about him coming back alive, though, Seized. He's been heavily criticized since Simple joined, and for good reason. Since Simple joined, Seized has struggled mightily individually. He's had so much trouble getting his level on par with the rest of the team because he took over the in-game leader responsibility. Yeah, it's like the double whammy.
It's him and Flamey right now who are at the top of the scoreboard, 20 kills each. And the rest, I mean, sort of all of Na'Vi and all of SK right now are roughly tied for kills. Only one who's the outstanding player is obviously Fer, 32 kills. Still just unreal.
And in that round right there, Fer, you have to give it to him. With the opening kill on Guardian, the follow-up kill on Simple. I mean, that's an incredible round from Fer. All game long, Fer has been the reason why SK are still in this fight. He's creating the moments that allow his team to actually pick up these rounds and keep it this close. 15-14. This would be a disaster for Na'Vi. After that first half, going 10-5 to lose your map. This is Na'Vi's map, and then you're going into Train, where SK Gaming are definitely going to be confident. Na'Vi, they need to come up with something special here. 45 seconds still to go in the timeout if they want to sit and wait the entire 2 minutes.
The buy that's coming in for Na'Vi, as you were touching on, is definitely not very impressive. They've made it work once before, but that was sort of based on some pretty big risks that they took. And I think, again, SK, just like in this round, they probably will try and play it very slowly in the beginning. Make sure they don't get rushed down top mid or even in apartments, either B or A. The fans are definitely excited.
Absolutely found him, the SK cheering squad. All right, countdown's begun. We're getting back into it, and the buy is horrible for Na'Vi. It's so bad that Simple had to go for the Zeus. He's gonna try and tase someone.
That's not bad, that's great.
Stop.
I think there are some rifles on the ground, some UMPs I think they can pick up. Seized has got one, but yeah, there's FAMAS and Flamey, and also the one on Guardian. So 30th round, ladies and gentlemen, after a 2-minute timeout taken by Na'Vi to try and see if they can find a way to bring this into overtime. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. SK, they've had just an absolutely terrific second half here. First half, when they were on the CT side, they only got 5 rounds. It looked like Na'Vi were going to run away with this first map of the quarterfinals, but now it's all turned on its head, and it's SK 1 round away.
And initially, Na'Vi went for the gamble. They gambled B this round. Seized, expecting it to be aggression there early on. Put 3 players towards B. Guardian and Seized within a smoke radius in case Na'Vi, well, in case SK were going to go for the smoke execute on A early. Instead, SK, I mean, they're playing this picture perfect, SK. They're taking their time. They're trying to figure out what kind of buy they're up against. They're slowly clearing out the map. Cold Zera is ready in case there's some mid aggression coming in here.
Yeah, the only thing they haven't got covered is underpass, but Fer is alone on that side, so even if there was a big rush going on there, he would know pretty quick. Flash in, Guardian on the other side with the UMP, going to be the first big engagement, and he does just shoulder peek a bit, takes some damage and returns roughly the same to Fallen. And now SK think, wait a minute, if you're pushed up that far, probably more than one person, so that's going to leave some other parts of the map more light on defense.
They certainly have the nades to work with here, SK as well. Still, 2 smoke grenades in play. 3 Molotovs. A good flash count as well. Edward looking for the 1 dig. Nearly gets it. 2 tags onto Phelps, and he will find the kill eventually. Where's the trade? Cold fails his teammate, and Simple with the CZ is going to gun down far. He even gets the Zeus.
And that's going to be it. It nearly takes him out, drops him down to very low health, and that's overtime, 15-15. Who would have thought?
And this is only the second overtime. This is how one-sided some of these matches, or mainly the groups, have been so far, Anders. Even the first 3 quarterfinals, we've had 1 overtime. And that was Gambit versus North on Inferno. So I mean, now finally, we're going the distance and then some.
This stuff from Edward here, just so good. Simple, look at this.
Jeez. Can't believe he actually made it work. Even though there's a range, obviously, on the Zeus. It's not always 1 shot, 1 kill. If they're just out of range, you're going to do some damage, but that's it.
I love the fact that it's Simple. It had to be Simple going for that kind of play, didn't it? He's got a reputation to maintain after all. So here's the overtime. The new score you need to win, unless it goes to double overtime, is 19 rounds. So already Fer's down and out. Again, I think every round where you can take down Fer in the beginning and you're Na'Vi, that's a good sign.
It's a huge benefit, considering he's still pretty much the one doing the damage here. Cold has kind of caught up. He's at 18 kills, but it's simple. Go aggro. And this they'll never expect this, SK. They're thinking, well, if you've got the man advantage, you're going to sit on the sites. You're not going to be pushing behind us like this. Simple. He gets a free kill on Fallen, but Phelps did get a kill on Flamey in the meantime, and Phelps is going ham. Cold catches Simple getting over aggressive. Luckily, Edward was still there for the trade on the B site, and we're into a 2-on-2.
The madness just won't come to an end. coldzera picking up another kill there. Edward losing patience. Now they're going to rotate back, and actually Guardian, he must have heard those steps, but he's not quite sold on the idea. And Cold has got all the time in the world, so they're just going to send Taco to scout out the A bomb site. Once he makes the call, the question is, can they avoid getting sniped by Guardian, who is still lurking around over at the B bomb site. Now Guardian feels like, yeah, this is probably it. He's going to run out. I don't think that Cold could have heard that, but he's still going to commit to it.
I don't think so, and unfortunately, not sure if Taco heard it. I think he did. Taco just confirmed it, that the rotation came through from Guardian. Cold instantly going to get that bomb planted. Taco's now in position to catch him in mid. This is going to get nasty, Anders. This is heartbreaking for Guardian. He's going to run right into him. Surprise.
Very well played. That 2v1, just the fact that they had that time to work with, and they used every second of it, that's very good. It will be SK winning in spite of what looked like just a perfect flank from Simple, but the overcommitment to fight coldzera there, that really cost them.
Yeah, willing to try and get in there and go for the trade, and now we have Na'Vi really changing things up. One little detail to note here. Na'Vi have lost the first round on the CT side, but it's not the end of the world for them because there's, again, change of rules, $16,000 instead of the usual $10,000. So Na'Vi still have plenty of money to play with here. Sees once again opening it up. This time he takes down Phelps, but Cold was there to trade. Great mid-aggression coming in here from Na'Vi, though. It works out perfectly, and Farah not going to be able to make it happen either. Simple's there to get the headshot on him.
That's the kind of round that Na'Vi were looking for. Taco sneaking in, but he's already made some noise, and Simple not going to miss the opportunity to get that double kill. And Fallen, 1 versus 4. I mean, I much prefer the 16,000 rule set. I think it's much better. It means no one has to worry about suddenly saving in the overtime.
Mainly we get to see what Na'Vi are capable of. I mean, Na'Vi are capable of with full economy on CT. That changes the game dramatically. If you have money for incendiaries, flashes, smokes, everything that you need, it's going to come down to who makes the best call, who's going to hit the shots, because you have all the tools necessary.
Love that smoke from Fallen. He sort of gives up on using it, but he gets a shot anyway. He's about to be flanked, though, and I don't see him coming out alive. Simple will take him down for a triple. The Ukrainian player being put into work here. But that underhand throw there, there's a tiny little ledge that you can't really see, but it's on the cart. If you jump up on that, you can actually stay crouched in the smoke, and then when you stand up, you're just sort of peeking out of the smoke out of nowhere. So it's a trick that's worth learning, I think. 16-16 here, scoreline is tied again. Let's see who's going to be able to close out this first map.
Once again, Guardian makes it there, but the short smoke just going to stop him from being able to get any info, hoping that HE will do damage, but nobody is there. Once again, there is a change of position. It's not coldzera who's holding top mid this time for SK Gaming. It's Fallen. But then that's the veteran, at play right there. Instinct telling him that he was a second too late.
Ooh, that smoke goes too far.
They missed it. That might come back to haunt you, especially if Seized is going to let that smoke clear. And that might actually cause somebody on SK to overextend, thinking that he has his smoke protecting him.
Look at Seized position. He's just looking for a pixel movement in that tiny gap that's there. So as soon as he sees that, he knows he has to smoke it off. And so his smoke timing here could be godlike. If they actually end up going to be very interesting, if there's like 30 seconds left, then sees the movement, then that smoke will be very powerful. But it looks like SK are trying to move instead towards the A side of the map, where Simple, Flamey, Guardian, and even Edward's not that far away of taking out maybe Phelps or Fur coming out of Underpass. So this is a tricky round here for SK. They're running out of time quick, and they're in some trouble here. coldzera goes down to Flamey. Edward with the next kill, taking out Phelps, and that was from the Underpass, and it's all going Na'Vi's way here. They're going to win 2 out of the 3 rounds in overtime. Guardian, in fact, falling off the box and getting the kill, and now Fallen, 25 seconds. They're all finding him. They don't really need to. It's going to work nonetheless. 17-16 here. The evenness right now on the Na'Vi side, bring up the score with 22 kills right now on Flamey, Guardian, and Seized, 23 on Simple and Edward. That's how close they all are.
Yeah, SK are running into maximum resistance everywhere across the map. They haven't really been able to figure out, unless Fur is able to, create that space
right, but
where the weak spot is.
So he got, I think, did he get all 32 kills in regulation?
Yes.
It was very nearly that, right? So that means here in the overtime, finally there's been kind of a slowdown, and you can't even blame Fur at this point, can you? But this is where they need him to keep going.
This is where we have to see. I mean, obviously, if you've tuned in since the beginning of the match, this has been a very T-sided map so far between both of these teams. Both teams have struggled mightily with their CT sides. Their defense, simple, looking for the shot. They're not quite going to find it, and this is where it's going to get tricky. The flash, not a flash in HE. Had there been a flash, that would have been insane, but instead, they get nothing out of it. SK Gaming are going to have to back off. Seized, however, did fall somewhere. But that must have been on an extremity.
Yeah, it was Phelps who took him down. We'll see. 3 AKs and 1 AWP left here. Plenty of grenades on the Na'Vi side. And again, double overtime is absolutely possible at this point. They got to be very careful about walking or making any noise over the B hallways just because of where Cold Zero is holding. He's going to be able to hear them immediately. It looks like a full smoke setup. And with Edward holding the top mid, that makes me think they're probably not going to try and fake it too much. It probably will just be the B-bomb side.
Yeah, they'll be going in together. Edward will find the shot on Phelps. That was in window and mid. So now SK somewhat denied. I mean, they're denied some information here. There's still 2 players waiting on the B site. But with 45 seconds left, there's no reason for Na'Vi to commit just yet unless they feel comfortable. And Edward is hoping to kind of extend that lead at this point. Cold on short. Oh. Well, sorry, Edward.
Merciless. And now looking on top of the smoke here. Taco ready and waiting. Actually, they do take up that angle. Taco just keeps spraying. And he does a bit more damage to Flamey. Cold has got pretty much the perfect shot, but somehow he misses it. 25 seconds, he misses again. Cold Zero. Now's the time to step up. Luckily, Taco not going to do the same. He picks up 3 kills. And now we'll tie the scoreline. 17-17. This is getting too close for comfort right now for both teams. This could be one of those games. First of all, it's late in the day, obviously, here in Las Vegas. They've been waiting all day to play this game. If you play the first map and you go into maybe even double overtime, which could happen, if you go all 3 maps as well, you could run out of steam towards the end of that.
Certainly, we could be going late into the evening here with this match. But after how most of the quarterfinals have been pretty one-sided, very short matches, I think the fans here at least are pretty happy that we're getting the show finally here. 17-17. Nobody wants to make the mistake here that's going to cost their team this key round. And so it's actually no aggression anywhere on the map right now. Everybody's sitting, default, just waiting.
It was, by the way, that last round quite cool what Na'Vi were trying to do. Because they were a man down, they wanted to throw all the B smokes and then have Edward in the middle pick up anyone who was going to sort of peek into middle, right? So that was very smart. All those smokes were actually more than anything to give Edward a kill in middle. That would have been beautiful if it had worked out. Didn't this time, though. Seized walking back in. Phelps not going to make the jump to spot him either. The bomb's still over by B, even though there's 3 men outside of the A bomb site. Taco wondering what's going on. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. He walks right in, gets the shot on the bomb carrier, but the refrag is there by Seized, so that's very important.
And then it's going to be the straight rotation over towards the A site now. So 4-on-4, Fallen, however, he's there and he spotted movement. This is going to give it away. They're going to start rotating back towards A, and Fur was there to pick up 1 kill. They trade it, though. Good spacing there on Na'Vi. Not letting Flamey drop for nothing. Edward looking for the headshot, not going to find it. But again, they trade. Guardian, the hero.
Can he do it again? Almost gets the shot, but Cold Zero closing out the round. 18 rounds here for SK Gaming. They're 1 round away. Suddenly their CT side seems to be functioning. And now...
nope, 1 timeout per map Seized.
Yeah, they can't do it again. They wanted to do another timeout here in the overtime, but that is not allowed. They have the money. They have the double up set up on the Na'Vi side, and they're fighting to get into double OT, and SK actually have their own double up there. A lot of sniping going to be happening. Guardian boosted to look over the smoke, edging its way in. Some annoying flashbang is going to make sure he can't really see if anyone is even in window yet.
Like it though. I mean, you might as well see if you can keep making this work. They slowly work their way out. Exactly now he's got his angle on window, but Fur is in connector. There's the flash once again, going to be full blind. Seized, hoping to catch somebody out of position on short with that wallbang, but it's not going to happen. Instead, it's Fallen to take down Flamey, and Flamey was aggressing at a pit. Simple, still up in apartments, and we'll see in Palace if he can find somebody overextending in jungle. They need to find a kill quick here, Na'Vi. They can't let SK Gaming get too comfortable with the man advantage.
They got them in control a bit here. Fur goes down. Guardian with a critical shot. Back in a 4-on-4. So much time left for Na'Vi to make up their minds, but SK, they're really not being very aggressive. They're just holding far back here, trying to make sure that they don't get anything for free on the Na'Vi side.
No, ladder room is going to get cleared out. Phelps spots the man in mid. It's a little bit of information gained, some damage dealt. But a 4-on-4, and they're spread out all over the place, Na'Vi, but there's the kill seized. Drops Fallen, who's getting a bit greedy, looking into mid, and there's the opening, but then Cold is there to trade versus Edward. That was on short. Bomb is making its way towards B, and at this point, you're starting to get to the point now where Na'Vi have to fully commit.
Guardian, he lands that shot on Cold Zero, who was just jumping for the information. Goes in, looks to window, takes down Taco. Guardian making sure it's going to be seized to close it out for double overtime. But if not for Guardian, who knows what would have happened there.
If not for Cold, there's a way to jump to peek that angle, and he commits to it and actually just throws himself in. That's like the worst way to jump. You just gave a massive target to Guardian.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, we're going to see that from his point of view. Obviously, he just sees the shots coming out there.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Yeah, what a flick, though. Second overtime coming in. And Na'Vi still going to be obviously playing on the T side. SK on the CT side.
I like Simple, though. Sadly, you guys can't see the chat, but Simple's like, well, I guess that was a good half. I guess. Not quite sure. This is way too close now.
First really slowed down. He's at 34 right now. He's still way ahead of everybody else, but in overtime, he's been a bit absent. Flamey will be able to take down Fallen. Guardian is trying to avoid the fire as much as he can there. But they've got the man lead, and that gives Na'Vi a lot of space to work with. I'd love to see SK try and take some of it back. They've been doing this for a long time now, where they just play very defensively, but now that they're a man down, could easily go for some counter aggression. Almost looked like Phelps was going to make his way into apartments.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. Instead, it's going to be the duo here, Phelps and Fur, working their way towards pit. This is about to get dangerous, though. Na'Vi, 3 players there. There we go. The opening kill. Flamey with the entry onto the A side. Phelps attempts to stop it, but it's not going to happen. He's got that AWP. Guardian with the angle, though, gives it up. But the Molotovs, the nade superiority coming into play for Na'Vi. Great work for Na'Vi. One step at a time onto that site. Nothing Taco can really hope to do here.
Just doing a bit of damage. Again, the 16,000 means saving rifles and everything else is not really that relevant. And either way, he's boxed in. He's got the USP out. Doesn't feel like reloading the gun right now is going to be a safe bet. He's going to have a chance at least to do that. But that was such a good entry. And Guardian will close out that round. Another double kill for him. He is now really quickly catching up to Fur. He's got 28 kills. God, it's been a long time since we've seen Guardian actually have this kind of an impact on a game.
I think what's most impressive is the fact that Fallen is at 16 kills. We're in double overtime, and Fallen is nowhere to be found for SK. That is not, I mean, basically the combo of Cold and Fallen, you expect that every time from SK Gaming, but the fact that Fallen just can't seem to get comfortable on Mirage, it's a real weakness here.
Let's try for it again. Oh, this is very dangerous. Fur right underneath the tower. Bottom part of it is knocked out, but luckily Simple is able to get the refrag. Cease has gone down. Phelps with the kill, making his way back around that box. Fallen almost gets taken out. Flamey much further up than Fallen was anticipating.
Flamey just keeps going for that push. Guardian, though. Phelps just going aggressive and underpass, and he's just giving the edge back to Na'Vi. 3-on-3, single smoke on Guardian, though. So they are a little bit light on the nades. It's going to be a decision as to where Fallen is playing from, and can Flamey find that kill on him. But they've been very good about putting that Molotov down in jungle as well.
Oh, the angle there, you see, just because Fallen was looking the wrong way, there's almost no chance to spot Simple. That's a big opening frag. Taco and Cold Zero, can they make this work? Cold, important kill, taking down Flamey, but he wasn't carrying the bomb, and they still got 45 seconds here. 2-on-2. This is critical. If Na'Vi win this round, there's a very good chance they could take this first map. Grenade on in, and Cold forced back. He couldn't really stand on it. Guardian picking up one more shot. Another double kill in the round. He's up to 30 now. And Taco sneaking in. 1 versus 2. Both the snipers on the other side. Simple going to be the one with the triple instead. And 20-18 here.
3-2. But Guardian is so sick. Doesn't have a flash, doesn't matter. Use an HE to get the angle. Okay then, making use of every little trick here. Every little advantage you can find. And this is a level we haven't seen from Guardian in a long time. I'm so happy to see him playing here. 20-18. And Na'Vi on the edge of a perfect T-side half here in second overtime.
Now is the time for SK. And Fallen, talking about him being absent, he picks up that kill on Guardian. A strong beginning for SK. Fighting now to try and see if they can at least get this one round in the second overtime, for first half of the second overtime. Simple creeping into the middle. Not really going to be able to find anyone just yet. For not going to show him, shouldn't show himself.
Yeah, and there's no Phelps this time around either. Phelps is holding short, so he's just going to be waiting. Exactly. Nobody wants to give a shot to not to Guardian, but to Simple with the AWP. You don't need to peek an angle and take that risk. Although Fur waiting right on the other side. Edward, he's going to be able to catch him. Perhaps coldzera's going to take down Simple in the meantime. Does he spot him on the stairs? Yes, he does. Edward reacts in time and gets a follow-up. No, Cold will win that duel. And so it's a two-man advantage now for SK Gaming, although Seized will catch Fallen getting aggressive for some reason. Fallen wanted to push into A pit. That's going to cost him 40 seconds left here on the clock.
A lot of damage to Flamey. Seized, gonna have to do this on his own. Flamey's gone 1 versus 3. Grenade is in, Molotov is out. Seized goes for the spray, hits the headshot. 30 seconds left. Gonna turn around. He knows Taco's back there somewhere. Seized, he's done it so many times in this one, but not this time. Taco will take him out and will be 19-20. The first half, second overtime, and it's not done yet. Na'Vi need to win 2 rounds. SK need to win 3 rounds, or could also be triple overtime.
Why not?
You see Seized really commanding his troops right now.
I mean, this is making the difference, though. We're seeing double, triple overtime here. With 16,000, CT side, you know, Na'Vi win the first 2 rounds on T side, it should be them ending it, right? It should be them picking up all 3 rounds on T side, just because SK would be in a force buy scenario there. The fact that SK, I mean, that CT side, despite losing the first 2, they still have money to buy is making a big difference, actually.
Yeah, I much prefer that. I think it's always disappointing to see a team go out because they only had Tech 9s, you know. I'd rather see 3 full executes, you know, 3 full rounds either way. I think it's more fun that way. Feels like you get the maximum potential to show what you can do. And how is that going to work out here for Na'Vi? On the CT side, I wonder how long is Fur going to be cold before he finally turns up again. This overtime, 2 of them right now, he's not had many kills. Something like 3 kills in both the overtimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. He ended regulation with 32. His teammates have yet to catch up with him. That's how far ahead he was. Phelps, headshot on Guardian, and Phelps the double entry onto the B site. That opens everything. Seized, gets railroaded. But Simple will find a kill. Not going to really matter in the grand scheme of things, however. Because it's a 4-on-2, bomb planted on B. Simple and Flamey now, looking to see if they can get the retake going. Make something magical happen, Simple. Live up to your name. Time to take him out. Fur gone.
That's at least the beginning, but still seems like a fantasy that he could run in here. You could see Flamey's not even really trying to get on this side too quick. He's just slowly inching his way forward. So much time has already passed on the bomb that I'm not sure this is necessarily worth it. Fallen and coldzera going to pick up a couple of kills each. I like the first kill from Phelps there was really good. The second one looked like he almost stumbled into it. Like, oh, there's another player there in that case. Just get that kill too. Look at this. So he gets this one and then he's just sort of, again, meandering his way through the smoke to get that one on Edward. 20-20, the scoreline is tied.
The pain there for Na'Vi. That's a frustrating round to lose, but again, full buy, no double AWP. Simple has gone back to the rifle, which is interesting. And Guardian looking to take advantage of mid-window here. Where is Fallen with his op? It doesn't matter. Edward finds Phelps. No heroics from the young Brazilian this round. Edward snuffs him early, but it is SK Gaming setting up for a quick take onto A. And Fallen hoping to catch somebody out of position here. Does he have a Molotov? Yes, he does. He can get a Molotov into sandwich where Flamey is holding from right now.
Make them a bit uncomfortable in that connector. Looks like SK are about ready to crunch this bomb site from 3 different angles. coldzera picks up a headshot on Edward. That's a good start. They know where Flamey is now. They could easily Molotov him out. They just get the right angle in. Fallen has one. Gonna be some more defensive grenades coming in here from the Na'Vi side. Taco landing an important kill there on Flamey. 3-on-3. Health advantage heavily in favor of Na'Vi right now, but SK, they're not really committing to it. If they fall back though, look who's here. It's Seized again. He's just come alive so much in this match. There's an important kill on Taco. Now the bomb is isolated on Fallen, who has the AWP.
Can Fur come alive in the round that's going to make all the difference for his team. Guardian on the other side of that smoke doesn't really give him a chance to find a kill. He's hoping to return the kill on Seized. He's not going to spot him. And in the meantime, Seized has worked his way all the way back over towards that B site. If Fallen wanted to get clever and try and rotate over, he would be in for a pretty sad day. Instead, now it's on Fur. And he's hearing steps here in CT. He knows that Guardian is holding close. He has no idea that there's a second man on the site, however. There's the opening kill. Finds the shot on Guardian. 10 seconds left. Can they get the bomb planted in time? Because Simple is here to ruin him.
Yeah, out in the open, the bomb gets dropped, and that pretty much cancels out the round. Headshot from Simple. He did not really need to do that, but still going to work out. 21 rounds for Na'Vi. One more, and they're going to steal away this first map after quite the struggle. And that was finally another good round for Fur. He got the double kill. He's getting close to 40 now, but Seized and Simple. I mean, I think especially Seized, considering that he was bottom of the scoreboard in regulation, he has just really come in strong for his team.
You know what I think, though, is that Fallen messed up his Molotov. The Molotov went out, but he put it into Tetris. And so Flamey was able to duel with Cold. Cold wasn't able to help the push in jungle, right? All these sorts of things kind of fall out.
I think that was a Molotov from TT Spawn. I think that was Navi's Molotov that landed towards Tetris. I think they were afraid that someone come out of ramp. We can get the replay at some point. Perhaps, I think it was.
Regardless, in this round, the HE gonna go sailing past. Fur breathes a sigh of relief.
Look at the timing though. Guardian, no chance at all. Is Fur back in the mix. Can he really get them into triple overtime? There's another headshot, taking down Edward. He almost had the grenade out then. Gonna be very careful. Pulls out the AK. The flashbang's in. Fur getting another kill. Might be looking at triple OT. Sprays in, but finally they managed to take him out. Doesn't feel like it's anywhere near on time.
Simple still alive though. He's at the bench. On B site, he can definitely do this. It's not over yet, Anders. Because that bomb plant, as soon as he hears it, he's going to go for the peek. There you go, one free kill, and he knows there's a second man on the site, and so he's going to go in and take that kill as well. 2 headshots for Simple. Could go for the third, but it's not going to happen. Flamey is so low, but he's outside already. He's got the angle here, 30 seconds left, and nobody is here to help Fallen. Had Flamey hit that shot, it could have been the end.
Oh, there's the return. Triple overtime. 30 kills for Fur. You see just what he's worth in a round like that. My God. I'm just realizing as well, Semler, and I've noticed this on Twitter as well before we went into the game, a lot of people saying, you know what, it's kind of late in Europe. In fact, you know, we're getting into like the early hours in the morning. I'll just stay up and watch this last game. Those people really are going to be taken for a ride here. Lerp is one of them, I think.
Yeah.
I'll stay up just another hour or two, it'll be fine.
I was going to watch the VOD, but yeah. But no. It's good. It's all good. It's Sunday tomorrow, Anders. You sleep in, you have your brunch, and guess what? You'll have more CT by the time you wake up. More CS, rather.
Yeah,
perfect.
You'll get the rematch of the major grand finals. That you do not want to miss.
That's going to be unreal.
So here we are, third overtime. Guardian smoked off, pretty much business as usual, and Edward not really willing to play on that side of the smoke. Fur very nearly could have gone down.
What was that? He messes up his HE. He would have had the kill for sure there on Fur. Instead, Fur survives with 29 HP, having given enough ground. Guardian worried about the boost. But you have Edward. Oh, that stomp. That's so much noise. How does he do it, though? 2 kills for Edward. That is not supposed to happen.
No, as soon as you make that drop down, your position is compromised. And Edward, he just doesn't care. He's been playing very well on Catwalk, too. Fur and Fallen. 2 versus 4. Now we don't need to do anything, especially with that position that Seized was in. If he had just stayed up there, he could have listened for the bomb plant, and then they would have won the round right away. That's a big risk to take.
That's unreal. Edward has just changed everything here. Flamey, Simple, and Guardian still alive for Na'Vi. 40 seconds in the round, and the bomb is rotated back up to B. Fur in jungle, though, he's going to have a field day. If Fallen can land the shot, that's going to open things up.
The timing.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Ah, Simple.
He walks away just as the Brazilian captain gets into position. Molotov in the back, trying to make sure no one is there. 20 seconds left. The bomb will be planted. And look at where first holding. He takes down Flamey over at the A side of the map. But that also means Na'Vi know when this bomb goes down that Fur is too far away to do anything. So Fallen has to hold his own for a good 10 seconds here. Otherwise, the backup won't be there in time. He's scoped up. Are they going to walk in front? He gets the flick on one, pulls out the Tech 9. He knows they're right there. And Guardian gets the kill. But then Fur comes in with a double. And SK win the round. You could not plan that any better.
How insanely frustrating for Edward after everything you did that round, the 2 kills, the damage that you did on the 3rd man, and still Fallen is able to hold his own. And it looks like Fallen finally arrived, but this is unbelievable. Phelps and Cold are kicking themselves. You lose one guy, fair enough. He should never get both kills though. A big mistake that allowed for some room there, but 22 rounds now for SK Gaming. Fallen top mid, looking to see if he can find a kill, and Fallen's actually catching up. He's woken up here. He's at 23 kills now.
Absolutely is. But everybody is playing this game. There's no one who's mentally absent. There's no one who seems to be sleeping any longer. What a way to get started. A very, very important quarterfinals. Deciding who gets to play North in the semifinals, which no matter who goes through, also will be an incredible game. Mid-control once again in favor of SK. Something that Na'Vi have shown time and again in Regulation 2. They're quite willing to surrender the window, even connector. And Seized goes down to Fallen. And that was all the way over at the B hallways. Seized trying to be adventurous on that side.
Yarden has been effective from Toll Booth in the past, though. But we're seeing some real patience here from SK Gaming. Taking their time, knowing that the pressure is on Na'Vi to make a play.
But I'm worried about the clock now, though. I feel like it's great to be patient, but with 30 seconds left, and the fact that there are 3 people on this side of the map, which SK are about to find out, that could leave them very little time. They actually failed to boost a couple of times. Phelps, his gun is going to show before he goes in. Simple's with every chance. Phelps just too quick. Runs in with the AK, gets the kill. Guardian with a great refrag, taking down one. He almost gets that shot in. Trying to see if they can get this bomb plant through in the last 10 seconds. Guardian pushing up. He gets that shot and looking for one more. It's Edward coming in from behind. And Na'Vi gonna win the round. Being a man down didn't even matter. Just almost no time for SK to win that round.
It's just that SK have been going A so often that it seems that Na'Vi are just confident in having Flamey in that corner the entire time. Just leave a guy lurking. Let Guardian draw the attention to himself. Leave a guy lurk on the site. And SK, sure enough, will make their way to A nearly every time. Ooh. 22 to 22. Again. Quad overtime?
I don't see why not. We're here now, so let's just keep going. A bit more aggressive from Flamey on that side. Right there, Cold Zero is waiting. That could have been a very bad way to start a round. And indeed, Cold Zero hears him running away. Gonna go and pick up the kill nonetheless. Some grenades coming in here, but Guardian not even afraid to peek. And what are they doing? First coming in through underpass. And Phelps just making sure, I think, that no one is sneaking in middle. Again, we're running the clock up, down, but I think they're going to be able to crunch this A bomb site really well, in fact.
Yes.
How can Na'Vi possibly defend this?
Seized is overthinking things now. He's thinking that they're going to wrap back to B because they got slapped on A last round. He's got 2 guys there with Simple very close to rotate. It is only Guardian here this time around. There is no trap set for SK Gaming. Instead, all they need to do is move through together as a unit, get those nades in play. They have the nade advantage, Fur and Taco.
Trying for the peak. No one hitting anything just yet. Guardian calling for the backup. He knows they're coming. Flashes are in. He can't really see much of anything. And now SK, the bomb is being brought out here. 25 seconds left. Not again, SK. Where's the bomb plant? They gotta be careful for Catwalk as well. Guardian, nothing being shown. He can't see a single thing. The grenades are in. Taco, he goes down. Guardian with a kill on Fallen. And now somehow SK are losing members left and right. Simple's down finally. Guardian getting that kill in. And Phelps gets the return on Flamey. Osiri on Edward. And now it's all on Guardian. Can he actually get this defuse home? He's got the kit, the flick not gonna hit, and he's out of luck and out of time. And SK will win it. 22 rounds, 23 rounds for them. This is Every round now is just so close.
Can they pick up 2 rounds, though? SK Gaming, when they swap on a CT.
We're about to find out. This is the fact that SK are running these rounds so close. Edward, who was coming in from catwalk there, even though they have smokes up towards connector, imagine if he just gets the spray on the guy putting down the bomb. I mean, at that point, you have almost no time to recover it.
I'm glad that we're seeing SK back on CT, though, because we're like towards the end there in those last 2 rounds of T side, it just felt very, very hesitant on SK's side. Not really moving together, like a lot of stutter stepping, a lot of jiggle peeking, not really just, you know, moving out and taking fights, what we've seen them do in the past. So now they're on the CT side, and it's Na'Vi. Look at this aggression, though. Fur and Phelps underpass, peek together. Nobody is there because it's going to be action A. Fallen not going to hit the shot, but he has the info at least, knowing somebody's camping connector.
Oh, he saw the top of the helmet, but unable to actually get that frag.
That would have been a monster kill.
But look at how aggressive Na'Vi are in the connector. And so early on in the round, this could catch SK completely off guard. They're going to be on the bomb site with almost no warning. There are no smokes going down yet. Finally, there's going to be one. But Edward, he's in jungle as well. They've got so much control right now, Na'Vi. You're right. There is a huge flank coming in from Fur. That might actually be the only thing that could save SK right now. Phelps walking in, shooting. Simple in the back. That drops the bomb. And now here is Fur. Goes for the long distance spray. Takes down one. Tries to follow up on Flamey. A bit sloppy. And that allows for Fur and also for Phelps to go down. Fallen and Cold Steel trying to come back. And now Guardian in a 1-on-3. He hears that, but he misses the chance. So uncharacteristic.
Wow, Taco actually doesn't even take the fight. 35 seconds left, though. And they're all spread out. Cold has got the angle from short, though, with that AWP. So he'll be waiting. Taco trying to bait some kind of a response out of Guardian. It looks like Guardian is just going to take the fight to him. No reason, though, for SK to take any risks. Cold out in the open, gets caught by Guardian. Taco and Fallen now 1v2 in the retake. They both have kits. They have plenty of time. Now it's just going to be a 3-2-1 go. Peek together at the same time. Put the pressure on Guardian and force him to make the mistake. And it will happen. Fallen finds a headshot in the end.
It's very, very good timing for the last 2 SK players there. You've got to put the Brazilian team at 24 rounds, 1 away from taking the first map here in triple overtime. We've been here before, but it feels like this time the pressure is a bit more on Na'Vi.
There we go.
The fans are certainly ready. The SK fans being really loud down at the venue.
45 kills for Fur, though. He's definitely started to wake up a bit here. He cooled off for a while, but now he's having an impact. Phelps, the spray, he's taking a risk, and it actually works. Edward down to half HP already. And there's that flash, the same exact flash that we saw from Guardian, in fact, earlier on during regulation. Now he's got the angle. Cold, perfectly comfortable with returning the favor, though. Guardian gonna have to back off.
Yeah, a bit of a battle between the 2 different snipers. Phelps gonna be denied the information for now. And oddly enough, Guardian is the one leading the charge with the AWP. Are they going to try and see if they can maybe double peek the connector? He sees the gun barrel. He must see the gun barrel there. Very tempting for Fur to go for the fight, but he's going to stay in the corner. That must be a hard instinct to fight there. He knows that if he walks out and catches them as they're boosted, that could be the round and the map.
But the second man there makes all of the difference. And well, more importantly, he knows that 2 players are mid right there, so there's some information for SK to build off of. Cold goes for the peek, the info peek in mid.
Again, the A defense is so light for SK, but they've already proven that they can retake the bomb site. They're not worried about Na'Vi getting on here. They're just going to go in and defuse the bomb. Guardian down and out. Fallen getting the opening frag here of the round. Phelps will follow up, taking down Edward, revenging Fur, who went down 4 versus 3 and only 20 seconds left. This could very, very well be it. How did he get in and defuse or get that bomb plant? 18 seconds. They don't have the control yet. Fallen gets a kill. All on Simple. 1 versus 3 and just 10 seconds on the clock. He's got the AK. Goes for the spray, but Taco will take him down. 25 rounds. And finally, Mirage comes to an end as SK win it. First map of the last quarterfinals here at DreamHack Masters Las Vegas. Certainly got your money's worth for this one.
Yeah, it was a long wait. It's been a lot of one-sided quarterfinals all day long, and now Both of these teams going the distance and then some. Na'Vi, though, what a crushing defeat on their map as well. We're going into Train next. It's going to be SK's turf, and they're going to be on, I mean, well, they're not going to be on Cloud9. Cloud9 aren't